looking real good and, you know, ready to motherfucking take over New York.
That I was dressed like, hey y'all, get ready with me as a 304.
So I'm gonna give y'all a list of the type of clients that I don't like as a 304. One, the ones that are like, I can't send a deposit, I've been scammed before, cash only.
I'm so depressed. I was having sleepless nights. Let me stop lying. Y'all, I was really depressed though. And it ain't helped that I had found out that I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
Welcome to The Renewal. Please be sure to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel.
So y'all, I really don't have much to say on this topic. Besides, it's never too late to start over with a renewed mindset and focus. For the ones that don't know what the term 304 means, this video will help you gain a better understanding. Let's listen to what these women explain life as being a 304 is and how they got introduced to the lifestyle.
Okay, so I grew up in Mississippi, and I learned this back in like middle school, but I'm about to show you what a 304 is. Just hold on. All right, so we have the 3, and then we have the 0, and then we have the 4. Okay, so you turn this around and you get basically a HOE 304. I thought everybody knew this. Wow.
And hey y'all, it's Mina. Story time on how my mother gave me away and how I became a 304 at 12. Full disclosure, I am not the best at telling stories, so if you have any questions or comments, let me know. Let's get into it. So about my mom, she gave us away when I was about 4. She was neglectful, abusive, and mentally ill. With my father, growing up, I did not know what a father was. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know what he looked like. Because again, I didn't know what a father was. So my life changed when that white lady and them 3 big men came and took all 4 of us away. And that was one of the first fights I had. Because when I say, baby, we fought, okay? It's one thing, no matter how effed up my mother was, she always told us, you have your siblings. And if you have nobody else, you have your siblings. And that's what that was. We fought for each other until we couldn't fight no more. You hear me? So fast forwarding, we all was in one home together. And something occurred and they split us up, and it was the 2 boys and the 2 girls. The home I was in with my older sister started off okay, then it got bad and went from bad to worse. And in that home at 4, that's when I got arrested. And when you first go into ACS, BCW, CPS, they tell you that they're there to protect you and to make sure that you're okay. And going from abuse and neglect at home with your biological parent, you know, when you have these people that are seeming to be caring and empathetic, you're like, okay, I'm making work with this. And the first time that I said anything about being molested, me and my sister were separated. Now, okay. The second home I went to, my guard started to feel a little up. I was a bit different. I was more quiet because I started to get the same treatment that I was getting. You understand? And that was the first time that I was raped, and I was 5. Not gonna go into full detail about that, but I thought my life changed when I was given away. My life changed when I got raped.
And it's like, of course, S-work is demonized. Could you imagine if every woman charged $1,000 for every time a man slept with her? Every single time a man had to pay her $1,000 every time he slept with her. The annual salary of men would be like $600,000. Women would have the unlimited. I feel like it would be under the government to cover our hair, nails, makeup, physical upkeep. Hell, they would probably even pay for surgeries. Everything that the patriarchy shames, the reason why they shame it is because they know that if they were to prop it up, it would be at the benefit of women and at the expense of men. And that's one rule with the patriarchy. Nothing can be at the expense of men. Men do not ever propagate positively for women to do things that are for their best interest. We would have way more millionaires if men had to pay to sleep with women every single time. And men know this. This is the reason why they want to take y'all on walking dates like y'all are a fucking dog. This is the reason why they want to take y'all out on coffee dates. So that way 5 minutes into the date, you can be running to the bathroom after you had 2 sips of coffee, got diarrhea, struggling to make it through the date because he's like, you want to know what? At least if I can't sleep with this girl, I only invested $4. And that's if that. A lot of the time they want to meet up with you after you purchased your own coffee. Love is a very, very cheap investment for men to make. You cannot accomplish anything with love. There is nothing tangible that you can do with love. You can love a man, you can love the children that you raise, and you could do it all in the name of love. But if that man leaves you today and that's all you had to show for it, you cannot apply to a job with the love that you have for your family and for your ex-husband and for your children. Which is why they sell it to women. They sell it to women because they know that it's useless. They know that it's something that we cannot benefit from. They know that it's something that you're going to constantly be on the pursuit of, and you're never going to find what it is that they're trying to promise you. Because these same men that are trying to sell the dream of love to one woman is going behind that one woman's back, and he's paying to sleep with women. He's paying to see naked women. He's using the 50-50 that he's getting from her contribution of the relationship to be able to save up money so that way he can get his fix with women that he deems to not be desirable enough to show off to other men because he's afraid of getting shamed, and he understands he won't get as much validation by having that type of woman as a wife. This is why men always have to put their money where their mouth is, because you know firsthand, you have the proof. He is making an investment in some way. He is taking a hit at some way. Love, how is love hurting men? Because every time I get on this goddamn app, I see how love is hurting women. Men are not coming out talking about how love is hurting them. It's not hurting them. You want to know what's always going to hurt them? Hitting them motherfucking pockets. Hitting them motherfucking credit cards. You know, being the gold digger that they want to shame you to be. So funny that they shame women for being gold diggers, yet being a gold digger would benefit you as a woman. You wouldn't have to live paycheck to paycheck anymore. You'd be able to go on that vacation that you always wanted. You'd be able to get your hair dyed blonde like you want to. You'd be able to get the nice handbag that you want, the nice shoes that you want. Hell, you'd even be able to live in your dream home with the nice pool and the glass windows. You'd be able to take your children to the best school district. You'd have enough money to put them into all the extracurricular activities. You'd be able to afford a chef and a nanny and a maid, and you wouldn't have to work as hard. You could actually focus on things that you have a passion for. You wouldn't have to worry about a 9-to-5. You actually could make money crocheting or knitting or making clothes, designing clothes. Because everything that men shame in the patriarchy is to make you feel so down and out about wanting to participate into it, even if it means that it is at your own benefit.
So here, come with me on a date. Somebody hired me to come and dance for them. So here I go. I mean, I used to be a dancer. I haven't danced in a while. I'm trying to get back to it. We had to wait for the gas station to open so I can grab me a little beer before I did that so I can get in the mood. Went to the hotel and whatnot. But yeah, I'm like, I gotta get back to dancing. I miss making money like this. He paid me $700 to come in and chill with him this morning, and we had a good day.
Let me tell you, because it really ain't that hard, bitch. I just asked the nigga to teach me. Yeah, that was it. My first love before he had died, I was in high school. It was my last year. I was already like in and out of school, you feel me, in and out of jail, already dabbling myself up into the streets. And at this particular time, when I was in 12th grade, I was going to this school called Bill in Antioch, and it's a continuation school. So I was going there, and he was taking care of me. Like, he would pick after school. I would go to his little friend house because he had a friend who mama had owned this house. And the house was like a 5-6 bedroom house, but he rented out the rooms to like my first love and a couple of his other friends or whatever. So my first love at the time, he was fucking with this other girl or whatever. And I knew about her, you feel me? We knew about each other. So he would hide me over there. Like, he would pay his partner to let me stay in a room, and he would hide me over there. And one day, I was trying to sneak out and go with him, and my mama ended up catching me. I tried to hop out the window. I couldn't hop out the window because I was too scared to jump from 2 stories. So I just darted right on out the fucking front door to Ada and came outside. Her and my stepdad trying to get the license plate to the nigga car and hella shit. And ever since then, I just never returned back home. Nor did I return back to school. And I remember I just was like, look, like, you keep on paying this man to let me stay here every day. Like, I'm kind of tired of waiting on you to come back and bring me food and weed and everything else that I need. So one day I was just like, look, can you teach me how to hoe? Mind you, one of his partners who stayed at the house as well, he was a pimp. He was a pimp and he had 2 hoes. You feel me? 2 girlfriend hoes. He was a boyfriend pimp, you know? All my little pimps was boyfriend pimps. I ain't never had no actual pimp. I ain't even gonna hold you. It was just no way in hell. Every nigga I had was my boyfriend. But anyhow, that's another story for another day. One day I just asked him, like, can you teach me how to hoe? And he was like, yeah, let's if this what you really want to do, yeah, I really want to make some money for sure. So that's how that from there on, nigga took me to Concord. Ooh, bitch, nigga took me to Concord. I'm gonna give you all a story time on how my first night in Concord went, because baby, I made money, understand? But yeah, I just asked him to show me, and he did, and it was up from there. Nigga taught me how to drive. He taught me how to wash my ass. He taught me how to hoe. He taught me how to do everything I needed to do to be a successful woman in these streets, baby. I ain't even gonna hold you. So yep, that's pretty much how it went.
Chicks are so funny, bro. You'll tell them 200 half hour. They will be like, oh, I only have 100. I'll be like, no. They'll be like, what about 140? I'll be like, no. They'll be like, what about 160? Bitch, you have the money. You're just trying to see where I'm going to meet you at. Bitch, now it's 250.
Yeah, I got another motherfucking crazy ass story time while I do my hair. By the time I get done with the story time, I should be done with my hair too, for real. Anyway, part motherfucking 1, how I took 13 beans and ended up spending 2 nights with some 304s. Really, one of them was a 304, one of them was a stripper. This was around COVID time, so literally COVID time was when a hella strippers started doing that, because it's like, damn, it's getting hard. Hella clubs was closing and shit. A lot of the after hours was really popping. So anyway, boom. So I met this plug through one of my bitches, you feel me? Really, she introduced him to, well, she showed me, like, you know what I'm saying, to him. I don't know why. Anyway, so he was like, yeah, I fuck with her, da, 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 da. He the plug. But he's, you know, he not just the regular plug. He the, you know, that plug. He get the bigger bag. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. You feel me? Like, I wanted to meet him because I was on some shit like, that's what I want to do. I want to be like him. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, oh, yeah, he seemed cool. Blase. Nothing too much. He got my number. I'm like, oh, okay. Cool. You know, I get to chatting with him. He like, he want to take me out or whatever the case. At this time, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I didn't seen females say, oh, they never been on no date, da 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 da. Like, no, bitch, you taking me on a date. Like, I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm the type of bitch a lot of niggas got. That's how you gotta come if you even gonna talk to me for real. Like, sometimes it's really how you just do your shit. But, you know, some niggas do different shit. Sometimes it been different times for me anyway. Fuck that. So, yeah, he pulled up. And we was supposed to go get some food or whatever. So, you know, I'm thinking we about to just go basically on a little date. Not really no date, but, you know, a date. Little did I know at this time, like, plugs, like the real plugs, oh, they don't got time to be going on no real dates. They got time. They got to sit in the trap. The niggas who got a real trap, they sitting in that bitch. No cap. So, boom. We go to this little Caribbean spot. I probably got, like, some brown stew chicken or some oxtail. I go either one. You know, that's it for me. I'm like, oh, you got beans too, right? At the time, I liked some beans. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you got beans too? He said, oh, yeah, I got beans. As we drive into the food spot, then we get the food. And then he like, oh, well, the beans is at my house. Mind you, I told him before we got the food that I'm not going to your house. Like, I wasn't feeling that. I don't go to niggas' house. And if I'm not trying to fuck you, I'm not going to put myself in that position. Because I hate when niggas want to link so bad and want to be up at the house knowing what they want to do, knowing what the fucking answer is. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going to your house. But he like, shit, well, that's where the beans at. So boom. So we go to his house. I'm sitting on the couch. He's like, oh yeah, you wanted the beans, right? He pull out a bag and he give me a whole handful. Like, mind you, like, beans, they make you feel like your brain just open up like a flower. Like, for real, your brain just... So it's like you just talking and shit, active, and all of a sudden you want to have so much fun and do all this shit. But whole time, you just geeking. You're a geeker. You're geeking. So I get to talking to him. We just getting to having a conversation. I'm telling him about life and shit like that. I'm asking him questions, though, like having him teach me a little bit about, like, you know what I'm saying, how to serve the shit. That's how I know some of the things I do. You got to ask questions. You got to get in the right spaces. You got to... So, boom, yeah, we just chatting. As I'm sitting there, all you hearing is... Like, the junkies is knocking. The J's is at the door. I'm telling you, like, his shit was booming. So I'm like, oh yeah, he own it. He own it for real. So time goes by. I probably sitting there like a good hour and some change. I'm taking the beans as I go along. Like, at this time, I was just wild as fuck. So I'm just like, shit, I ain't really feeling nothing. I didn't feel like I was feeling shit for real. Like, I don't know what I was expecting to be feeling, but you feel me? The magic was tricking me, y'all. It was tricking me and making me feel like I'm not feeling nothing. So I was just taking all them hoes. And eventually I took all 13 of them bitches. It could have been like 12, honestly, but I think it was 13. So yeah, any fucking ways, here come two girls knocking on his door. Like, they loud, they you feel me? They come in lit. They get to sit on the couch, you know, talking to me. One of them, she buying, you know, some... But the other one, you know, she just drunk as hell. Like, she got a bottle with her. Like, one of the little pint Patron, she was drinking that shit. And it was gone, for real. And she was a little skinny girl. So, yeah. Like I said, we ain't doing all that motherfucking 10-minute videos and shit. So, y'all gonna have to, like, please engage for part 2. So I can get into the next part.
The only tricks I care for now is the tricks that'll take your car for oil change and get a tune-up for you and stuff like that. I don't really care for, oh, let me just get you 200 for a few seconds. I don't like those dates no more. I'm not doing that. If you do want it to be like some type of come and go type of thing, minimum time is you gotta book for an hour. Like, that's just minimum. And an hour, I charge for an hour in my city, I charge $400, which ain't shit. For real, that's still cheap as hell. I just don't see the point of doing $150, $200 dates no more. Trying to stack up, trying to rack up. I don't see the point no more. I'd rather just have bonds and relationships, long-term relationships, not committed relationships, but like arrangements, should I say? I'd rather have long-term arrangements. That's the only thing that I care for. People who will send you $50 here and there to make you smile. Don't even want to fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of tricks and arrangements that I seek for. I no longer care for like mega personals and stuff like that. But if you do that, that's fine. That's okay. Writer's block, my bad. But yeah, like, cause I got chicks that fly me out. I see them at home, but like when they go out of town or out of state, they'll fly me out for company. They'll still pay me when I get there. They buy me rental cars. Like, they go all out for me. And big tricks are really like help you learn or know your worth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, once I start meeting big tricks and they start doing big shit for me that a motherfucker ain't never did for me, I start to open my eyes a little more. Like, okay, I don't really want to do $150 a day some more. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? The less people you can hit, just to like, the goal is, if you gotta hit 10 niggas in a day, that's cool, you getting your money, but you really not doing it right. You know what I'm saying? You overworking yourself. I'm trying to come big house, luxurious car, and $150 QVs ain't gonna get me there. I mean, if I stack and I save up, yeah, it will. But it's easier saving thousands at a time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I sound slow, dumb, I don't know, but hoe however you hoe. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I just feel like I don't want to do quick visits no more. I don't want to do quick fucks. I just don't. Like, yeah, I might be a hoe, but I don't want to be a hoe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you get what I'm saying, then you get what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather come chill for a little bit, talk, have real conversations, because I'm a real down-to-earth person. Like, a lot of y'all be faking y'all personalities just to get the money, but I'm really who I am. And that's why they like me. But yeah, I'd rather come over, watch you cook, talk about life a little bit, get paid. You know what I'm saying? Still, don't never forget the money. I'll never forget the money. But as far as like the mega personals and shit like that, I think I'm just done with that lifestyle. I've never been a blade walker, so, you know, but now casinos and carpets and freelance and going around bars and shit, I'll do it like that. And if somebody got a quick 300, 400 to fuck real quick, that's cool. But I'm really only in this shit for like long-term arrangements now. I just don't see the point of the little small shit no more. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
I remember I had this trick and he had bought me an Audi. Only met this trick one time. I remember I was in San Francisco. I used to go to the W Hotel right there by the Gold Club, and I used to sit up in the motherfucking bar. And if you know, on that app, when you post a little ad, you feel me, you can see literally how far the people is from you, right? So one day I had ended up finding somebody who lived in San Rafael. He had called me an Uber to his house. Boom. I ended up coming to his house. And mind you, when he hit me up, he had already told me that he wanted somebody to come and like really have a date with him, like not having sex, not doing none of that. Like he literally just wanted to come over. He wanted me to be dressed nice. He wanted to have dinner, wine. And literally when I got there, y'all, it was exactly what he said. He didn't try anything with me. Waited till I got there to cook me some dinner, because y'all know I don't play that type of shit. I need to watch and see what the fuck you're putting in my shit. He opened a fresh bottle of wine. We sat there. We had a good time. He bought me roses. He was a real gentleman. I remember I had went to Vegas. I was fucking with this nigga. It was hella toxic. The nigga ended up leaving me out there. He lived out there, y'all. So when I say he left me out there, like I had came out, why am I always, why? Listen, sometimes I be wondering, am I the problem? Because I'm always getting left somewhere. But anyway, y'all, any fucking way. And I always find my way back to clock the fuck out of that, whether it's in jail or what the fuck ever. Anywho, so he ended up leaving me at the room, y'all, and I ended up calling this bitch that I knew in Vegas also. She was my partner. She ended up coming to pick me up. I stayed at her house for a little bit. Mind you, the trick who I had the actual date with is the one who gave me the money to even be able to afford to fly out there to Vegas in the first place, right? Keep that in mind. So when me and the nigga was arguing and I had to have my partner come pick me up and I had to stay at her place because I didn't want to continue to get no room if I'm going to just be staying there by myself, you know what I mean? I was hitting him up. I want to say his name was Paul. Yeah, I think his name was Paul. Yes. Paul, yes. So, boom. And mind you, Paul worked at a car dealership, and that's how I ended up also getting a car hella quick. But anyway, let me tell y'all. So, talking to Paul, I'm telling him, like, I miss you. He just wanted me to text him, check in on him, talk to him all day, text him all day and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But he was sending me money and we really wouldn't meet. So why the fuck not? You know what I mean? So while I'm in Vegas, I ended up calling him, texting him. He ended up sending me some money. Mind you, he actually ended up buying me a flight. He bought me a flight twice because I called him literally crying, talking about, please help me out with your whoop. And he's basically just like, why would I help out somebody who I only seen one time? Like, we never even did anything, yada, yada, yada. But I don't know if he was just really just a good ass person or if I just was a good vibe and he just really liked me. I really couldn't tell you. Because all I know is that he bought me a flight and he told me that he didn't like the fact that if I was going to be really dealing with him, he didn't want me walking. He didn't want me stuck nowhere. So he was like, when I came back, he was going to have a car ready for me. And I didn't believe him. I didn't even believe that he was actually even going to give me a flight. You know what I mean? But he actually did. And he showed me the pink slip that he had got me the car. And like I said, he worked at a car dealership. So I guess somebody had came up to the car dealership trying to trade in the car to buy a new car. But he ended up convincing them to like, basically like when he traded in the car, he bought the car and gave the car to me. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. That's what he told me. So Boom. When I actually caught the flight back, he had the car waiting for me. I was riding in the car. I had the car for a while. Like, he was getting my oil changes. He was paying for my headlight to get fixed because one of my headlights ended up going out. He was literally taking care of everything. And keep in mind, I was riding around in the car for like maybe a month or two. And like, we just continued on with like us linking up and having these dates. But eventually it got to the point where he actually wanted to do something. But I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say I was too good to do something with him. And this is where I really fucked up at, because in my head, I think he had created this type of space where I was already so comfortable with the fact that like I just knew he liked me so much that I didn't even have to fuck him for him to be able to do all these things for me. Like, nigga, I didn't even fuck you when you bought me a flight. You bought me an Audi. Like, you did all these things for me. So why would I fuck you now? But that's where I fucked up at, because it's like, why not? I'm still riding around in the Audi you bought me, going to look for other tricks and fucking them for less. So it was dumb. But at that point, at that time, everything I was doing made sense to me. Right? So he actually really wanted to fuck. I'm not going to lie. I did fuck him one time. But he didn't finish, and he wasn't like, I didn't make it an enjoyable experience for him, because I mean, I really wasn't there to make it an enjoyable experience for anybody. I really didn't even want to fuck the motherfuckers, but I did, and he really wasn't feeling like tricks extra hugging me. He thought he was going to be able to really be touchy with me. One day he tried to lean in and thought he was about to kiss me, and I mean, I damn near broke my motherfucking neck so hard, bitch, so fucking hard, because bitch, don't you ever pucker up them thin pieces of lines up at me and pucker up. Don't you dare. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all, after that, it was never the same. He ended up meeting some Asian woman that was like from a foreign country. I guess he had his house listed on this app where people from foreign countries could come and like rent a room there. So he pretty much turned like half of his house into like a room for her. Like, his living room area ended up being like her room area, because he only had a 1-bedroom apartment. And I guess him and her started hitting it off, and he just ended up cutting me off, because he was pretty much like, you're not giving me what I want. I'm doing so much for you, and I could pretty much be, and I respected it. I felt it, because I mean, baby, I can't give you what you want, and I'm not. So if you feel like our time has come to an end, then hey, it is what it is. But I really do wish I pretty much would have like played my part a little bit better, instead of like, you know, I mean, of course I got boundaries and I got morals, but I still could have at least acted a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still wasn't about to put your thin pieces of paper lines on me. You definitely still wasn't about to be touchy, feely on me. But I could have at least tried to throw that shit back and yell hee-haw. You know what I mean? Like, for an Audi and some plane tickets and like longevity money. I should have. But I didn't. You know what I mean? And now he's somewhere out there probably paying. He probably still with that Asian bitch. I don't know. Last I heard, they were supposed to be getting married. But I never talked to Paul again. And
Okay, so I remember when I used to sell coochie, right? I went a whole, like, down there 5 years without ever getting robbed, ever getting hurt, ever, you feel me, like, anything crazy happening to me. Like, it was crazy. But I remember the first time where, like, a motherfucker really tried to invade me and really tried to rob me. But it was crazy as fuck. And let me tell y'all what saved me. My motherfucking ADHD saved me. I ain't even gonna get into the story. If y'all want a story time on my first time getting robbed, I'll tell y'all. But long story short, I opened my motherfucking hotel room door, and one nigga walk in, and then right behind him, another nigga walk in. So it took me like 2 seconds to register that it was 2 motherfucking niggas walking around. So that was unbelievable. First. But then once I seen the second nigga, the first thing I did before they even shut the door, bitch, I just started screaming. Oh, my mama, I started screaming. As soon as I seen the second nigga, the first nigga was short and dark skinned. Right behind him is a tall, light skinned nigga with dreads. I said, ah! I started screaming. My mama started screaming. They heard me screaming. The light skinned nigga with the dreads tried to hurry up and shut the door, right? The short nigga, I don't know why they sicked the short nigga on me, because I whooped his ass on my mama. Whooped his ass. Short nigga trying to grab me, trying to choke me out. I'm like, I start banging on the walls so my fucking neighbors could hear me. The short nigga tried to fucking run up on me and grab my neck. I started whooping his ass. I said, kick, Sock. I don't know how, but he ended up fucking having me like this, y'all, and choked me the fuck out. And I remember, all I could remember was, bitch, don't pass out, bitch, don't pass out, bitch, don't pass out. I ain't pass out. Them niggas tried to motherfucking rob me. And then the light-skinned nigga with the dreads, as I'm getting choked out, why this nigga walk behind me and gonna smack my ass as your pundit is choking me out? You're a rapist. But that's how I know I'm blessed by God, because, bitch, as he was choking me out, why the motherfucking security from downstairs came up to the motherfucking room, and they was like, knock, security, and them scary ass, broke ass niggas got the fuck up and ran out. Mind you, I had like 3 bands on me. I had 3 bands in my suitcase. I had all cash on me because I was literally finna fly from Detroit to LA, y'all. I was on my way to the airport. What? Them niggas did not leave with $1. And then they gonna text my phone 2 days later trying to troll. I said, oh, you're mad. You hit a dry mission. You mad you couldn't choke a bitch out. You mad because you tried to rob a hoe and couldn't rob a hoe. Sucks.
Why I call myself, okay, so I was gonna call myself turning up this girl or whatever. And because, like, you know, she went to work, blah, blah, blah. So I had a nice lick on the floor for us this morning and shit. So she was all down, acting like she was, you know, down and willing to, you know, whatever. So now it was time. Like, I was running late on my own. He was running late, da, da, da. So he had to push his time back once. I had to push his time back once. But then eventually, you know, I got out the door. So I get to where I'm going to go get her. And she not ready. Like, she acting like she don't know what the fuck going on. So she was like, oh, well, my hair not done. I don't have no outfit. This and the third. I'm like, bro, at this point, it don't even matter. Like, I'm ready. He ready. Like, let's go. Like, we just turning up for real because it's his birthday. So, yeah, like I said, we just turning up because it's his birthday. And he just want to party with some fun girls or whatever. So, like, she just, like, literally keep coming up with any excuse. I'm like, you know, just, like, you can get ready there. Like, you really don't got to do too much. Like, I literally didn't even get to get dressed. I had to just throw on anything so I can get out the door. And, like, you know, she just, like, her whole vibe just she wasn't with it. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Like, at this point, like, I'm not about to beg nobody. I'm about to go make my money and I'm about to go make your money. But it really was all my money because I was turning her up anyway. I could have took it all for myself from the get-go. But me trying to be a girl's girl, like, I just don't understand it. Then I even say, I'm like, you talk about your hair not done, this and the third. I said, well, you better go make the money to get your hair done, clothes, all that, all of what you need. Like, but you'd rather sit in the house and not make no money because you ain't got no hair done. Like, I don't know. Like, if it was me, like, I am that type of bitch. I could have $3 left in my name and I'm going to go buy me a pair of lashes. I am. I've done it. And I promise you, it was worth my fucking bottom dollar. Okay. But yeah, like, I just don't understand it. Like, that's why the game is the way it is, because bitches come into this shit not even, like, in it. Like, and I'm not trying to say you gotta love it, but if you gonna do it right. Like, I don't want no half hoe. Bring me the hoe. Like, but yeah, I ain't turning bitches up. Like I said, I work better alone. Cause, the moral of this fucking story was fucking around with her and shit like that, trying to turn her up. Like, I end up missing out on the whole lick. Like, I'm just hoping, like, you know, it's his birthday. He gonna remember me because he did want to see me, and he called me. But right now, I'm on my way to go do some dances. And so, like I said, one door closed, another one open. I'm going to always get to it. But that's just crazy to me. Like, dang, do you want your money or not?
Dress like... Hey, y'all, get ready with me as a 304. Okay, so we have to speed this up because my sugar daddy is on his way to come pick me up. And I told him that I was dressed like 10 minutes ago. And I'm just getting out the shower. Because fun fact, y'all, I'm not just a hoe, but I'm actually a good time. Like, all my tricks actually like to hang out and spend time with me. That's why they fuck with me so much. And I can literally get whatever I want. So we're about to drive to Richmond, which is about like an hour and a half from here, to go try some new food. And y'all are always in my comments talking about who pays or who likes BBW 304s. And y'all, my tricks is literally driving me hours away just to feed me. Like, make it make sense. Because there's literally nothing else in this world that makes my tricks more happier than to watch me eat. I'm telling y'all, they purposely want to make sure I'm good and fed. And I'm okay with that. I love that for me. And another thing, a lot of y'all always ask for a skincare routine or what I use on my face. And y'all, literally every product that I use on my skincare is at the dollar store.
You see how I wear my 304 shirt? Very straight to the point.
Story time on how y'all's truly got started in a 304 game. It all started when I was a young whippersnapper sipping on Similac instead of cognac. Let me stop playing with y'all. I've been a hoe since college. When I was in college, my major was dental hygiene. So I applied to this school in Dallas. And guess what? My advisor was a nigga. That nigga knew how much I wanted to get in that school, but he ain't take me serious. That nigga was just trying to take me on dates. Nigga was trying to fuck with me for real. But look, I really wasn't trying to fuck with that nigga though, cause I was just focused on getting in school. I was trying to make sure I had all my shit straight for school. Like, I was steady calling that nigga, trying to ask him about school, following up on shit, trying to see if I'm good to go. Do I need anything else? The nigga kept telling me I was straight, I was up, I ain't need nothing, everything submitted, everything will go. So one day I called that nigga about something, I forgot what it was. But I called him something dealing with school, and that nigga ain't answer the phone. I kept blowing up that nigga phone, and that nigga ain't called me back. I should have knew something was up then, but I kept blowing that nigga up. So I said, fuck that. And y'all, I ended up calling the motherfucking school. Them people told me that nigga got fired. Them people told me I missed a deadline. I missed an interview with the college. Like, I was so distraught. Y'all, that nigga ain't tell me shit about no interview. That nigga ain't tell me shit about no deadline. Y'all, I was so depressed. I was having sleepless nights. Let me stop lying. Y'all, I was really depressed though. And it ain't helped that I had found out that I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Baby, it was too much, baby. So I said, fuck that. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. I started traveling, going on road trips, was spending money, blowing money I ain't have. Just saying, fuck it. I had that I don't care attitude. I developed that shit really strong, which came in handy for this game, for real. Handy for this game, for real. I was so manic, going from city to city, getting hotels, just spending the night, shopping, not doing shit with my life. I was just bucket, like bucket, for real. Then I hoe went broke, ended up moving with my ex-boyfriend to Seattle. I ended up getting a job out there. I was a cocktail waitress at a casino. That brought in a little money, but them people was sad as hell up there. Y'all, when I tell you them people walk around sad up there, they don't get no sunlight. It's always rainy and gloomy. So them people just sad. I was like, shit, y'all can have that. I can't do it. So I had to move around from that shit because I couldn't do it at all. I was like, I could either go to Miami or I could go to LA. I was already on the West Coast, so LA was closer. So I just went to LA. I had about $400 or $500 in my pocket. I packed my shit up, y'all, and I left. I got an Airbnb for a week. I was determined to get some more money, so I applied at the casino, but they wanted some paperwork. They wanted my birth certificate, and all that shit was back at home with my parents. So it was coming time to pay my Airbnb, and the paperwork from my parents wouldn't have been mailed to me in time, and I needed some money fast. So there was this childhood friend I knew from my hometown that was staying in LA, and I had a little crush on him or whatever. So I hit him up. We ended up exchanging numbers on Instagram or whatever. Told him I was out there, and the nigga asked, can he pull up? So y'all, the nigga pulled up. He didn't leave though. Okay, y'all, we gonna call that nigga O. So O put up on me. We was smoking, talking, drinking, you know, catching up on old times. So I ended up mentioning that I had to leave my Airbnb soon and that I needed to make some money fast. So y'all, let me backtrack. While we was in the Airbnb, I was seeing this nigga bring in so much money. He was making $3,500 here, $2,500 there. Like a bitch like me in school, doing that square shit, working square jobs and shit, I ain't never seen no money like that. Like, this nigga was really a hustler. And y'all, that really attracted me. Seeing a nigga get money fast, I was like, what the? So O was like, sign up for this site. And I signed up, and that's how it happened. That's how I started my 304 journey. So in the beginning, O really ended up becoming my pimp. But I wasn't pressured. I wasn't opposed to it. But y'all, when I found out how much money I could make from 304, I was like, oh yeah, baby, I found my calling. I found my career path. So guys, that is how I became a 304.
Like,
y'all let
my
me know.
toxic trait is that I'll tell people I'm retired from hoeing, but then when one of my regulars texts me and the money's right, I'm like, can you please send a black truck? I'm on the way.
So y'all, it's currently 11:10 in the morning, and I finally made it to Seattle, and it's 41 degrees, and it's just cold out here, like, but you know what, I hope I don't get cold. I don't think I took through my day with me, and if I open up a box of Vienna sausages, and I know a bag of crab legs, don't come for me. But look, I had some tacos this morning, so hey, nobody say. Alright. Why, what happened?
Well, I want to say hi. I want to see what's up with one of them.
Oh, you don't want to see what's up with me?
Well, today I'm working right now.
Oh, it's just me. I hate when I'm on the blade and my nose is running and I can't even wipe it. I just gotta, I keep doing that. Like, that's so irritating when it's cold. Like, oh my God. Yeah, so why this day just told me to come to the 4th floor. I don't know if I'm scared or nothing fucking well. There's some scary shit when they come up. Oh my God. This happened.
Rich risings to all my fellow hoochies and hustlers. I'm out here getting this money today. Well, today was actually just like a spur of the moment. So I just wanted to show y'all how I be breaking these niggas down. Well, these tricks down. So this is my first move of the day, and I actually am off today, so I took today off, so I'm actually not even gonna do no moves. He was just kind of like, he's a regular, so I just went ahead and see him. Love my regulars down. So yeah, this was the beginning of the day, and today I was just kind of like just chilling. I had some things that I wanted to do outside of hustling, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm actually going to take some time and research some cities that I want to do out of town, because I'm gonna do some touring. And yeah,
I was not finishing the motherfucking job. Chick always pick me up talking about, yeah, last girl, she couldn't finish, so are you gonna make sure I finish? Like, that shit's so fucking annoying. Sometimes I get in a car, they still got the it's still on them from their last day, and I'm just like, damn, you couldn't at least take it off? Like, the fuck? Baby, you could tell they just pulled off upset, pants still off, all type of shit. Y'all gonna stop bringing these angry tricks to me, and I gotta deal with that shit when y'all done. And finish the motherfucking job. Do it right. Shit.
Morning. I'm a 304. Let's get ready for a booking with a regular. I am running a bit late simply because it is morning and I am not a morning person. But today's booking is actually an in-call, so I think I'll make it just in time. So an out-call refers to when I go visit the client, usually in a hotel that they book, and an in-call refers to when the client visits me. Some workers have a dedicated in-call space that they see clients from. It might even be their own apartment. I personally only meet clients in hotels, so if a client wants an in-call, they have to send me extra money for the hotel, and then I book it myself. This usually works out pretty nice for me because it means I can head to the room early to set up and chill, and I can also stay in the room later, and I usually end up shooting some content for my fan page while I'm in the room. I'm gonna bring some lingerie with me to take some pictures in, and I'll post some pictures on my Instagram stories as a little like behind the scenes later, so make sure you're following me there if you want to see. I am on my period today, so it's mostly gonna be black lingerie. I am a bit stressed out about my period. Today is like the heaviest day of it, and normally I wouldn't work on this day, but my period came early again, so I wasn't like prepared for it. It's fine to work on my period. I use something called a soft tampon. It's basically this like triangle shaped sponge that you shove up there, and it catches all the blood, and whoever you're doing the deed with doesn't notice anything. However, on day 2 of my period, my flow can be really heavy, like to the point where I will go through an extra super tampon in an hour or two. So the sponge is definitely not going to be enough to hold that in for 2 hours, which is how long my booking is. So I might have to change it once or twice. I'm not too stressed because I've seen this client before, and honestly, I think any real man is not bothered by period blood. My client today is lovely. He usually books me like once a month, once every 2 months, and he's also the only German client I've ever had who tips me. Tipping is not normal here. I sometimes get tips from American clients who are just visiting here, but this guy is the only one I've had who lives here and actually tips me. I remember last time I saw this client, I wore a dress, but I'm struggling to remember what lingerie I wore. I know that some girls keep like spreadsheets or documents of their clients so that they can remember things like what lingerie they wore for dates, their clients' preferences. I haven't done that yet because I generally have a really good memory, but I might have to start because I do have a limit. Anyway, I actually need to go to German class straight from my booking, so I'm gonna pack all of my German books with me in my 304 bag as well.
Girl, I gotta be honest, no shade. I am in love with my man, right? I just don't want to work a 9-to-5 job. Like a 9-to-5 job to me sounds so fucking miserable. I do know that I'm falling more and more in love with my man to the point where I don't necessarily want to even interact with anybody else. I do want to be a professional content creator, but we already know how that goes. So if anybody has any suggestions of what to do when it comes to certain things like this, please let me know. I do like money. I do not see myself being broke, and I do not see myself working a 9-to-5 job, so let's just cut that cord real quick.
You know you some hoeing when your ass can't walk nowhere without damn near catching the plane. Like, damn. Babe, Zeddy came and sent me to the gas station without me bringing back some money. Like, god damn. Like, y'all, when I tell you them cars get the beeping, the hoes just start coming at me. Hey. And like, I don't do this shit by my house or nothing like that. But I definitely take a couple numbers or something. Like, come on. Yup, it's some real 304 around here. Take my number. And don't let me have a Magnum in my pocket, which I usually do. Like, I hate to say this. It be a Magnum in every coat pocket I got. But don't let me have one. Because I'm going to hop in that car and we finna go to the hotel room right now. Now! I could literally come outside looking like nothing. Nothing. And still be about to catch and run circles around you. Yeah. And that's the reason why I've been saying I'm blessed and highly favored.
So I just made it to LaGuardia Airport, picking up my bag. So on the tour New York with me. We are in New York City. Oh, my suitcase right here, y'all. The airport. It's the airport. I love you so much. Yeah. Okay, this is our first room. Okay, first room. Check. View. Check. Here. Okay, we got here. Y'all know this is the you know. Eyes here. This is so pretty. Yes, my 304. So what it do? I am here about my shit. Look at. Okay, y'all, it's the next day, and honestly, I'm leaving tomorrow. I cannot do New York a week. It's too much going on here. And y'all, what I do, I'm a 304 at heart, and I'm not what if it don't work for me, I gotta go to the next city. So that's where y'all gonna catch me. Catch me in Baltimore, DC. And if you there, fuck with me, DM me, send me a DM, and book your session. Don't think anything's free. You can't see me without a booking, baby. So yeah, but New York was a vibe, I will say. Couple experiences I will put in my next video. But yeah, I would say I didn't profit a dime here, but hey, it's okay. We got another city. We're gonna run it up. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I made this and this and that. I didn't make $0, but I did have fun going to Manhattan, and I did enjoy seeing a different view of things. But I have my pros and cons, and you can go in the next video and see the pros.
First one up is Juicy. We have a taser, we have a hair clip, we have another hair clip, we have lip gloss and a lighter, we have $1 and another $1, cards, We have pole. We have tampons. We have gum. We have hand sanitizer. We have $1. Oh, we have this little smell good thingy. It's really cute. It's really small. It smells really good. More money. We have hand sanitizers. We have gum. We have more money. We have tampons. We have lip gloss. And that's that for the 3 bags I bought.
Lately, I've been thinking about my end goal, y'all, and honestly, I feel like I want to go to law school. Like, I want to be that girl that getting everybody off. Like, I don't know. It's either that or a PO.
What else happened? Oh yeah, so like bright early this morning, well technically yesterday morning, but you know what I mean. I was getting my last, couple hours in, and I get in the car with a motherfucker, and he's like, Cash App. I'm like, all right, cool. So we pull to the little spot, and he's like being kind of like shady, like with his phone, like kind of like holding it like this. I'm like, okay, you're being weird. And he's like, oh, like my Cash App, it's not working, da da da. So I'm like, okay, Apple Pay. Apple Pay always works. Apple Pay never fucking fails. Like, you know what I mean? So he does the Apple Pay, and he like shows me like this, and then like turns his phone back. So like I seen like, where it was like the little box that shows the amount, and he said, it said like the little 160, and then the little box, and then to my number. And I'm like, okay, like that's weird, like I haven't got the message yet, like let me see. So he gives me like I can tell he didn't want to give me his phone, but like I kind of, I hold my hand out and kind of like grab it a little bit, and I touch the screen. Why in the top corner, in the top right hand corner, it says crop? Bitch, this is a screenshot. You think I'm fucking stupid? And then like where he pulled, because it was gonna be a little car date, where he pulled, like the curb was high. So like when I tried to like open the door and be like, nigga, you playing? When I tried to open the door, like it hit the curb and like wouldn't open no further than this. And so I'm like, nah, like you tweaking, like move around, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, so what about my $100? I'm like, bitch, you didn't send me no fucking $100. Like, you playing on my motherfucking top. Like, and so I had to pull my blade out, like, so that bitch knew I was serious. Like, you pull off so I can get the fuck out this car, like, or it's gonna be a real ass problem. Instantly. Call Pete, you know what I'm saying? Put him on speakerphone because, motherfuckers don't never want to have no respect for a bitch until they hear a man. The fuck? Like, and he's like, I thought you didn't have a pimp. I thought you didn't have a bitch. I'm a liar. I'm a hoe. What you mean? My name ain't Scorpio either, dummy. But like, I'm so done with San Diego. I will see y'all in fucking another 4 months. Like, But, on a good note, I did catch a trick out here. He stayed for 2 hours and he gave me $1,400. And you know what I'm saying? He really didn't, the actual encounter was maybe like 10 minutes. He really just wanted to talk to somebody, to be honest. And then after that guy, I had another dude come. He spent $700. Yeah, he did the 5 for the hour, and then he gave me another $200 to use my shower. Whatever, bro, like whatever. And then like that guy was like, he's like, oh yeah, like I'm not gonna be able to like finish because like I've been to your OnlyFans all day. And like I'm like, okay, like, and because he did a video show, and he was like, oh, like, are you like, where you at? Like, I want to do an in call, blah, blah, blah. And so that's how he even got to the room. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like there's a lot going on out here. I was thinking that yesterday.
In your love life, you become a 304. You commit to being a 304. You commit to throwing your sex life in the trash. And basically, you're throwing your sex life in the trash. You're throwing your love life in the trash. You're focused on the bag. Like, some people be asking questions like the future, about future relationships, future marriages. Like, what am I going to do? What are we going to do? Babes, that does not matter right now. What matters is getting this bag and breaking generational curses that was put upon my family. Taking trips, doing shit that nobody in my family ever done. It's bigger than relationships and sex. My life is bigger than being a girlfriend. My life is bigger than being a wife. I have shit that I really want to do. And I feel like as a 304, You have to be ambitious. You have to have that drive. Like, and it's a lot of 304s I see with that drive. Like, they just don't stop.